All right, so this is going to be the final video where we're just talking, right? I really wanted to make sure that you were sitting down with me and just thinking through everything before. I feel like I'm setting this up to be like this really intense drop in the bucket. Like I promise you, it's not like that intense, right? But yeah, that this is where the no work stops, right? Then again, though, I do hope that you've been doing the work like emotionally and mentally, and just taking in what I have said thus far. And yeah, so I'm saying that to say no. I want us to discuss in this video just the appreciation for your values and the appreciation for just the way you choose to carry yourself. So your values, your dislikes, your likes and your deep desires, right? Now here's why there's like a whole video about this. Like, Charmian, did you have to do that? I want you to give importance to these things, right? I want you to give importance to your values. I want you to give importance to your desires. I want you to give importance to the things you like. I want you to give importance to the things you dislike. Here's why that's actually important. It's the fact that as a multi-passionate CEO, you need to be clear on these things. You need to be clear on the things that you are going to be pursuing or why you are pursuing these things. Why do you value certain things? What are the deep things that make you tick? What are the things that make you say that, you know what, like I this is why I would want to pursue something like this versus, this is why I would not want to pursue something like this. Like, what is your standard for yourself? It's important for you to have that because I mean, especially following up on the purpose or that's the thing, and and also like the identity as a multi-passionate CEO. This helps you to further zero in on the things you're going to pursue and not pursue, right? It helps you to zero in on the things that you're going to facilitate in your presence and not facilitate. It helps you to understand, like, all right, cool. Even when you might be sitting in a moment, right, and you're not necessarily actively working and stuff like that. Like, what are the things that are on your mind? What are the things that you envision for your future? What are the things that make you get up and say, hey, all right, cool. As much as I had a rough week or I had a rough day and stuff, like I am going to push forward, on the next day. What are those things? It's important for you to give those things importance because that will help to, form a bit of the foundation or form a bit of the, that base factor that will say, hey, all right, cool. This is where you get back to re-energize. You know what I'm saying? I mean, apart from, of course, spending time with God and spending time with yourself and stuff like that. Like, when you focus on these things, when you envision these things, when you envision the things that you can achieve for your family, when you envision the things that you want to be able to do, like to travel the world, to eat luxury food, to stay in luxury, like I'm saying, you get what I'm saying? And please note that it's not wrong to want things that are of this world. It is not wrong to want great cars, a nice house, and all those things. It's not wrong. But you just make sure you're not idolizing it, right? You just make sure that you're not putting it above God. You just make sure that, you are not so obsessed with it that, like, you will do anything to get that thing. You get what I'm saying? Because remember, we're making sure that we're standing in places of integrity and all those things because those things are aligned with our identity and who we are called to be. Right? So again, I really want you to give importance to the things that you desire. I want you to give importance to the things that, you dislike. Like, and the reason it's important to give importance to that is because, I find that especially like in our seasons of people pleasing or in our seasons of trying to, not disrupt the peace or rock the boat, right? Some of us put up with things that we don't like. You get me? And some people will call it diplomacy or politics or tact, right? That word. But yeah, that's a whole other video, or one-on-one conversation. But fine, a lot of us spend so much time thinking about or acknowledging the idea of tact or diplomacy and stuff like that, and then over time you lose yourself. Over time you're spending so much time like tiptoeing around things, walking on eggshells, and doing all of that, fun stuff. And then you lose yourself, and even when you're seeing things that are not right, or even when you're seeing things that honestly are like soul crushing, or just really make you feel off, it's almost like you've been desensitized to that. You get me? Like, it's almost like you've found a coping mechanism that allows you to be able to put up with that, right? And it's not to say that you must protest everything, and be like loud and say no, this is wrong, and da 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 da. But like, you know how to get yourself out of certain environments, don't you? You know how to like say, all right, cool, no, I'm not gonna go out with you. No thanks. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, as a multi-passionate CEO, you're going to have to understand the things that you like and do not like. Because when you start getting caught up in trying to play the game and trying to do the chess, hey, anybody got time? So I really wanted to be that as a multi-passionate. I feel like this is one of the most interesting courses you've possibly taken, because I'm not trying to do the airs and graces thing and stuff. Like, I need you to like really hear it from me in a very real way, because this journey as a multi-passionate CEO is no joke. It's no joke. I mean, you can enjoy it, you can have fun creating and building and stuff, but like, we need to get to the real stuff and the nitty gritty real quick. Right? If we're really gonna build an empire that makes sense, right? So yeah, so I want you to give like full importance to the things that bother you, and the things that don't, the things that make you tick, the things that make you happy, the things that you desire deep down, the things that all of that, because that helps to sprinkle texture on the journey that is already established by you again. Understanding your identity, standing in purpose to audacity. Now it's time for you to really stand solidly in your values, and the things that really help to add color to your life and your intense and intimate desires. And once you give those things importance too, I dare say that even the way you price things, even the way you structure things for your business, even the way you structure things for your brand and your digital presence, or digital strategy, those things are going to matter in those moments as well. Because, for instance, if it is that you want to be able to be traveling the world, do you think you're going to be filling up your calendar with coaching calls all the time? Do you think if you want to travel the world, you're going to be filling up your calendar with events? Or you get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, those are just two examples. But the idea is to build a business, a simplified business, around a lifestyle that you desire. And then we work on then building systems and the packages and all of those things around that, because at the end of the day, we want our empire to be able to embrace and support the life that we want to live for ourselves as well as those we love. So I encourage you to make these things important. What are the things that you like? What are the things you dislike? What are your values? Think about it and make sure that you see them as important. All right, see you in the next video.